I think I've figured out why I feel stuck in life sometimes. I think I might just be lonely. I've started to struggle again, and I've fallen back into bad habits like doom scrolling and bed rotting the last week or so, and I knew setbacks would happen, but I feel like I'm back to square one. I suppose it's a great place to start again, to be fair. I started pushing my life back into shape before from this position, so I'm certain with a little bit of discipline I can get back into a place I can be proud of again. But I don't think it's going to be easy. And it's not this channel bringing me down, luckily. I'm loving making these videos and talking about what's on my mind. I think it's really healthy for me to talk about the stuff I do, even if no one watches or cares. So what is actually wrong with my life to push me into another rut? So my loneliness is semi-self-inflicted, and it's not that extreme. I wouldn't say I'm part of this loneliness epidemic. I broke up with my ex and I moved out of my friend's house about a year ago, and I moved into a house share with people I never really see except for passing each other on the staircase. And I work with some incredible people, but we all have our own lives, and I don't see anyone outside of work. I have lots of friends dotted around, but only three I regularly talk to. Two of which live in the same city as me, and one who lives quite far away. One of the friends who lives in my city, he's kind of lazy, and I don't see him much at all. And the other is going travelling at the end of the month, so I won't be seeing them for a while. And my friend who lives far away is moving to China soon, so I won't be able to talk to him much at all. Although I know we'll still try to stay in contact as much as possible. So that just leaves me alone in a big city full of strangers by myself. And I think the idea of that is playing on my mind a lot. I've never really struggled to make friends, but it turns out starting from scratch can be really hard. I don't drink much anymore, and I'm not the type of person to go to a bar by myself, so outside of work, who do I talk to? What do I do with my free time? I'm sure there are plenty of ways to go out into the world and talk to people, but I'm kind of scared to do that, and I wouldn't know where to begin. And I don't think loneliness is entirely bad. My inner stoic tells me that nothing is bad or good. It's just how I react to those things. So maybe with the right mindset, I'll be fine. And to be honest, I think I'll be fine anyway. But I don't think I'm okay with fine. I want to be better. I think being relatively isolated can be a good thing at times. This year alone in my own place has done many good things for me, but I think it's broken my confidence a bit as well, and that's something I want to get back. Time by myself has taught me who I am and what I want in life, but it rarely shows me how to achieve that. And it can be disheartening to know that I know what I want, but I don't know how to start the path to get there. I remember often an old Vsauce video where he says something along the lines of, we don't fully experience something until we've talked about it with someone else. The act of talking to friends about experiences you've had or something that's happening in your life, like actually actively saying the words out loud and articulating thoughts and feelings and getting a response back, it's supposed to consolidate those thoughts in your brain, strengthen those synapses. And I fully believe that to be true. And it's something that's stuck with me for years. But what happens when you have no one to talk to about these feelings? I don't know. But I guess I'll have to find out the hard way. And it's not like loneliness is an issue only facing me. I think it's something a lot of people struggle with. And if you're facing similar issues, feel free to talk about it in the comments. I'd love to build some connections with like-minded people. But yeah, this isn't a new thing. And I know I'm not alone in my struggles, luckily, but it's still not nice to go through. And I know I'm not depressed, 100%. I've been through the living hell that is depression, I've come out the other side, but I don't think it ever fully leaves you. You can feel incredible for years, and then one day things come flooding back, and it's so easy to spiral. But I've never let myself fall fully back into my old ways, luckily, even now. And it's really odd as well because I'd say I'm pretty happy-go-lucky. I'm optimistic to a fault, calm. I love to joke around and have a laugh. But despite all that, it still pops up from time to time. These horrible feelings that remove hope. And just an FYI to anyone struggling out there is always hope. No matter the situation. Realizing that is just the first step to getting out of a rut, after realizing you're in one, of course. And even writing down the ideas for this video has helped me. Writing down my thoughts and feelings have made me realize how I feel and made me feel a bit better about the whole situation, really. But maybe I should just start journaling. Maybe that'll sort me out. I know I have options, like moving back home with my family. That would be nice. I'd be around people I love. Most of my friends live there, so I'd have people to hang out with, but it would mean leaving my job. And I'm quite happy with my job, which is quite rare. Rare for me, anyway. And I get paid a decent amount. And I don't think I could find a job like this back home. So it's a little bit of a dilemma. And I'm not entirely sure what I should do. Most of the time, I do feel fine about where I am in life. So when these feelings pop up from time to time, I'm not entirely sure how to react or how to feel. Being sad and feeling lonely sometimes is completely normal, so I shouldn't really let it affect me too much. But when I do feel this way, I can struggle to get back to normal. The happy George I know and love. So what will the future hold for me? How will I be when my friends move away and I'm essentially isolated? What can I do to change the fact I do feel lonely sometimes? I don't really have the answers yet, but that's the point of this video and this channel. I'm still under construction. I'll keep you guys updated anyway as I go through these things. I think I have a lot of problems I've still got to work on, and I will work on them. I just suppose the first step is recognizing it all, I still have hope for the future. That'll never change. I don't know. Writing this down has really cleared my thoughts and made me feel a lot better about the whole situation. So I'll stop ranting a bit. I'm gonna keep plodding along. I'm gonna try get back into the good habits I've been talking about on this channel and break some of these old ones that have crept back into my life that I've fallen back into. I just had to get some things off my chest, really. So feel free to leave a comment if any of this resonated with you. I know I'm not alone in how I feel. And thank you for listening to me waffle. I love you lots. Bye-bye.